All right, hello and welcome. Paranormal Psychic Show with Christina. Say hello, Miss Christina.
Hello, Miss Christina. How are you?
I'm
Oh, I'm sorry. Hello.
and myself, Solana Sherry. And for those of you watching on YouTube, go over to our Paranormal uh, Psychic Network group on Facebook and get the link to come into our live chat room. But you can also find it on my page, Solana Sherry, or Miss Christina Nelson's page as well. If you guys are friends with us, be sure and click on that. I've had a few people ask me in private chat during the show. Sorry, I couldn't answer you during the show. But they asked me in a private chat on Facebook, how do they get into the live show on our Google Hangout? And that's how you do it. We do stream live on YouTube, so you're watching us live on YouTube. We appreciate everyone who's over there watching us, but we can't interact with that chat room. So we have it over here on Google Hangouts. This is where we record our show. And so the links for that are posted up on our Facebook pages. And so that's what we want you to do. Go over there and check those links out, and then click on that and come on into the live chat. And then please remember when you come into the live chat to mute your mic and your camera. It just allows more people to come in when there's not as many cameras open. All right, so anyway, oh my goodness, what have we been doing the last couple of weeks? We have not been doing a show. Miss Christina and myself have been going through, again, stuff we go through is what they want to say is being human, right, Christina?
That human factor crap.
Oh, man.
That human stuff.
Just,
Yep.
It just makes you want to, not do nothing. Makes you want to feel depressed. It makes you want to just sit in your house and just, be by yourself. Get into, just yourself because it's too much to deal with. I know people who do not want to go outside, who do not want to deal with people in public, because it's just too much for them. It's like everyone's feeling everyone's, emotions and their thoughts and
emotions.
yeah, and oh my God, it's been so high the last couple of weeks. When we're suffering every day, it feels like we're hearing more about losses, celebrity as well as personal. And births as well. I got a new grandson. It's just been, but then there was issues with that. It's just Harry there for a couple of, 48 hours after he was born. And, it's just been, nothing has gone like smooth. Smooth like butter?
No, no, it's not been butter around here for sure.
No, it's been more like whipped.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're whipped butter.
No, it's been a very emotional last couple of weeks for me. I had a couple of deaths. One a couple of weeks ago, my favorite uncle crossed, and then my favorite dog in the whole wide world was put down today, and that was very difficult. That might as well be a human. Some health issues.
Our fur babies.
So it's just like one thing after another after another. Yeah, our fur babies are humans. And so it's been a very emotional time, and so I've had to, we're human, and sometimes we have to step back and take a deep breath. So I've kind of stepped back from doing my job and doing some cancellations, and we canceled the show a couple weeks so I can focus and get myself better because I had some health issues come up too, and I just found out today I'll be having knee replacement on both knees, and so that's kind of a shock to the system. New meds. I mean, there's everything. It's always something coming up. And it's the human factor. We're here on this earth, and this is what we have to go through. We have to feel these things, I guess. And unfortunately, I feel it right now. So
right.
I can't dodge it. I can't run from it. How do you run from it? You're here to feel it, I guess.
Yeah. Well, we don't have a choice but to feel it because you're here. That's the way I see it.
You're here. That's the way
you're
I see it. I'm here. I have to go through this. I'm not going to run from it. Nobody is.
Nobody can. I mean, this is no matter who you are. Right?
No. Has anybody ever gone through this life experience here without feeling emotions of pain and hurt and happiness and sadness and devastation? No. I think we've all been there, right?
Oh, yeah, because that's just the planet that we live on. That's the reality that we live in. Nobody's getting out of this alive. And in the birth and the getting out of here process, it's horrific. It's such a
horrific.
I mean, atrocities. Just there's so many things one after the other, and then it's just like you have all your personal things, and then you have all your social things that you go through, and it's like it's too much.
It is.
And
It's, I think one of the top worst emotions a human being can go through on this planet. The worst thing a human could go through is a mother or a father go through the death of a child. And Chris in our chat room has been through that. That's one, thank you, Lord Jesus, I have not had to endure yet, and nor do I want to. And anybody that has endured that, my hat's off to them, and praise be to God for you, and my love to you. But that to me would be the worst.
It is one of the most terrific things. I didn't lose.
You've been there too, Solana. Yeah.
I didn't lose my child, but I gave up a child for adoption. And that is the same kind of grieving.
And you lost a granddaughter. Yeah, it is.
And then I lost a grandchild. And my care. I mean, she was in my home when she passed away, under my care during a nap. I mean, and so it's like that was the most. I mean, you just can't. You don't set your brain up for that stuff. You hear about it. No. And it's just horrible. But it is the worst to have to go through a loss of any degree of family, and it just gets harder and harder. You think that, because we understand what life is about, what death is about, we understand this place, we're not dead, we continue on, but that doesn't mean, that going through it is any less hard. I mean, my God, we're human, like we keep saying. Why are we human? And it's because we got these five senses going on. We came into this human body because we know we like these five senses, because these five senses can be a lot of fun, but a cause and effect. There's going to be good and bad. It's like we just have to go through it, because that's what's happening in these lifetimes on this planet. But thank God I have days of lifetimes on other planets. And it's not the same. But it's the same as far as what you think maybe a slug is going through on this planet. You might go through you might go through something like that in another existence. Because you're not always in these bodies. But you do get to be in these bodies quite often, though, because there's quite a bit of human life forms out there. Which is a whole other story. But yeah, I mean, the things that we go through here, though, cause us to feel such oppressions. We have so many labels for it. We have so many prescription meds for it. We have so many self-medicating things for it. And it's just like nobody can get over it. I mean, and it's hard. Everybody says, oh, well, you're just going to go through a little mourning and grieving, and then you'll be fine. Well, I'm fine all the time, but I'm human. I want to feel those emotions. I don't want to feel bad for crying. In fact, crying is a good thing. It's a release. Even when you're going through the stuff, because after we lost Trinity, I would wake up crying. I would just wake up. I couldn't sleep. It was crazy for the first 6 months especially. It was just, craziest thing for that release, the release of the crying. And life affirming, though, in that same event. Because when we lost Trinity, we also got Tyler. And their initials are TAG. Like he was coming in and she was going out. TAG it. It's like life affirming. That's the only good thing I think about feeling, or being rather, in this moment of knowing and mediumship and psychics, and that's not it. It does move on. We do go and see each other again. This life isn't all it's about. We just get so distracted and think that this is it, that everything we're going through is so life and death and so horrible, and how could I have agreed to come here? And It can be mind-blowing. It can be boggling. What are you saying over here, Miss Chris? And hello to Chris in the chat room. And again, for the viewers that we have over on YouTube, if you want to come into our Google chat room and participate in the conversation, get those links over on Facebook. But you hate it when people say that, oh yeah. Or they say it's been a year, get over it. Yeah. No, I'm sorry. It's been 6 years. Yeah. It's been 6 years since I lost Trinity. And even though we had Tyler, we have Tyler who's almost 6 years old. He was born 9 months after she died, okay? 9 months. Because he was conceived the day she left. That's the crazy part. But she's always going to be here. It's always going to be in my thoughts, always going to be in my, and every time I go through another loss, she's right there with me also, and that feeling and that thought, it's like brings it all up, it's like, And you just try to breathe through it all. But everybody's feeling it. We're not the only ones. I've gotten several clients and people on Facebook and, people around me here in Florida. They're feeling the energy shift, and they're feeling it. And I don't know, they keep asking me, what do you think it is? Because they keep hearing about all these stories about this energy wave that's coming to the planet. And I keep telling them there's constantly energy waves coming to the planet, not only from the universe around us and the galaxies around us, but from our sun. It's constantly pushing energy onto the planet, right? And that does cause us to feel things in that emotional way. It causes us to look at things, and possibly, get through it better. Because I don't think we're here that we're meant to go through all these hardships. We're meant to go through all this hate and meant to go through all this pain. These are just side effects of being here. Because I don't get a good feeling when I go through it.
No, neither do I. But you talked about the energy shifts and all that. I'm not all about energy shifts because I think we have them every day that this planet has been alive. There's energy shifts, and we just deal with them and move on with our lives. But it just seems like maybe the energy shift might be a little more intense right now, and it seems like the first of the year that normally happens every year. But there has been a lot going on more than usual as far as famous people in the media, things like that. This Kanye West bullshit that's going on, and Taylor Swift bullshit, and what was it that guy did at the Miss USA pageants? He called the wrong winner. Just these weird things that's never happened is happening. The Super Bowl, Beyonce comes out, and I don't know if any of you read the words to her song, but they're an abomination to our nation. Anybody go Google Beyonce's song, Formation, and you will get sick to your stomach. She hates our country. She hates everything about this country. She hates everything.
And the crazy,
what?
And the crazy part is she's rumored, her and her husband are rumored to be part of the elite. They're billionaires.
Well, he's screaming for money right now. He's screaming kind of,
I think it's all propaganda anyway. When that stuff happens, because they need to get in the news. They want attention. So all these stories, that's propaganda thrown at us.
But it's just spiraling because for instance, me, I'm a huge NFL fan. And to me, the NFL football, growing up with football, was a family unity, is family. I grew up with the Dallas Cowboys. It's in my DNA. I'm from Texas family. It was fun. It was camaraderie. It was food, football, woo, football. Well, you watched the Super Bowl this year, and you saw this shit that they did at the halftime. The NFL approved that. Yeah. And this is not family time, people. This halftime thing. No. But yet now I have this sick feeling for the NFL now that I always looked at as a very family unity, fun. Now I look at it as very sickening.
Right.
Because how dare them put that in our homes with our children sitting next to us? Is it all about the dollar?
Yeah, and I think it's always been an in-your-face kind of a sport anyway because of the enormous salaries, that these football guys make. I mean, it's crazy. They make more than our heroes, more than our teachers, more than people who should be important role models. Are not, and it's superseded by these superstars that make way too much money, get too much money for endorsement, and then think that they can treat women and children however they want. Let me just put that out there too. My sons have been out there, fought for our countries, and they make $3,000 a month. They would literally die for me and you. Right. My son has friends that died, and their parents and their wives get $1,100 a month. Yeah.
For the death of their child, the death of their husband, or it's sickening. And then you see these NFL stars, and not just NFL, any sports stars making millions upon millions of dollars, or these stupid fucking, and I'm going to say it because that's what it is, reality stars making millions of dollars on their drama and crap. When we have real things out there that need attention, which are soldiers, teachers, doctors. These people
Right.
are making a difference in our world, but we pay them a few bucks a month.
And bitch about
Really?
that.
What's wrong?
Mm-hmm. You know, I don't care.
Kanye West is out there begging for people to come up with $50-some-odd billion for him. People are jumping at the chance to start these what do they call where you put money in an account for them? There's hundreds of them out there for Kanye West right now.
Oh my God, really?
Hundreds.
Oh my God.
Yes. Google it.
I tell you what.
What's it called?
GoFundMe.
Anyway, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, GoFundMe.
Like that. They're
Google
getting
it.
attention
Google
because
it.
of who they are.
Hundreds.
But then my daughter, who has been diagnosed with Lyme disease, she's one that we helped out about a year ago. Remember, Chris? We gathered as much money we could because they were going through some stuff and needed some cash. Well, she got some treatment that isn't covered by the insurance that they waited and waited to get. Now the treatments that she needs for her Lyme disease isn't covered under that insurance. So she's thinking about doing a GoFundMe, but she feels bad. She feels bad about asking people for money, but I told her, you do you.
My God, I'll put $20 in that before I put it in Kanye West, a freaking dime.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Now that's the people that truly need it, and I'm here for them.
Right.
And I hope that all of you are there for them.
Right.
But anybody that would fall for that Kanye West bullshit or anybody else like that, you know what? Don't even fucking ever get in my face. I don't want to know you. Because you're a piece of crap like the rest of them. You're going to support that.
Right.
That's how I feel about it.
Well, and we support it every day by buying their albums, by watching them on TV, by listening to the radio, and not turning the channel when their faces come across whatever we're on, or listening to YouTube.
Trust me, I do.
Or Googling them, it's like we put all this attention on them, and it's like again, we're geared towards that.
I control what music I listen to. I have what do you call it? Sirius TV or Sirius radio. I control what I listen to. I'm not listening to that bullshit. You're not going to make me listen to it.
Right.
I get my money.
Right. Right, but at the same time, they do. They get our money in such crazy ways, just because it just like it just makes you want to breathe for a second, and stop, and just look at everything and go, really? Is this really what we've come to?
But have you noticed? But have you noticed how it's more accelerated though? Have you not noticed in the last few months how it's just really just took off? Deaths, these people acting crazy and just. It's this another one that's come out and is being crazy again. Is that he had that show, 3 Men and a Baby, or what was that show? Oh God, he went crazy there for a little while. Oh my God, he's got brothers. He's got a bunch of brothers that are actors too. Sheen. He came out saying Charlie Sheen. Now he's saying he has AIDS, but now he's saying he doesn't have AIDS, and it's like, what's wrong with these people? Yes. Okay, he said he got miraculously cured by some doctor now. Yeah, he came out saying he had AIDS. I know that Chris has heard about it. Yeah. Now he's saying that he's miraculously healed, that his white blood count is normal again because some doctor, I think it was a bunch of bullshit to get him famous again for 5 minutes.
Thank you.
But that's what I'm saying. These people are acting crazy.
And it is getting escalated. It's getting worse and worse. I think it's because more people are actually starting to wonder and question and, are saying, I'm not buying that anymore. Sales are down, in so many different areas. This last Christmas, their Black Friday that happened before Halloween last year. Yeah. It was crazy. Happened over and over. But it was low. It was down. So but then again Cyber Monday or whatever was up. But they watch these trends. They watch the things that we are doing, and they play to those things. They have different apps and things that they are monitoring everything that you're checking out on the internet. And they play to those things. They play to the emotion that you may be expressing while you're looking at those shoes. And then get you to buy, and you don't even realize, it's just there's so much crap going on in programming, and and it's right nice. It's blatant, just like the superstars, and doing whatever they want, and still we love them. It's like it's getting worse.
I don't. It's the thing, and we're like supposed to be okay with it. It's like I'm not good with names, but there's a couple of these singers that are on this show that is called The Voice.
The Voice. Mm-hmm.
And they had an affair. They're in love, and they both were married. But everybody still loves them. And it's like,
I know.
No,
Gwen Stefani.
He was married.
She had already broke up with her boyfriend.
Yeah,
but he was married.
Okay, see, that's
to Miranda Lambert.
Yeah.
He was married to Miranda Lambert.
But yes, it broke her heart because I saw her on a talk show. But yet, we're okay with that. Just okay, we condone it. That's fine.
Yeah.
You're a cheater. We'll still buy your albums and love you and adore you and idolize you. What happened?
We've been doing that for so many. What was Garth Brooks? I mean, Garth Brooks pissed me off.
I know, Garth Brooks did it.
Oh my God! And they
so
still, and him and his wife Trisha. It's like now everybody idolizes them again.
And so did that Christian singer. She did it with a country singer. They had an affair. She was Amy Grant.
Right.
Oh, Miss Religious singer. She had an affair on her husband with that dumb Twitty guy. And she had, but we're all supposed to be okay with this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like, no, I'm not okay with this.
They say the public has a short memory. They count on your short memory. Because they know that you're going to forget about it. They're going to give you something else. Here's the thing. It's not that you have short memory and that we forget easily. We can recall it really quick, just, like we did. But it's, they're just bombarding you with the next thing. With the next trauma, with the next drama. You ain't got time to think about what you just experienced because you're experiencing something else already again. It's just constant. It's stacking up. Like we were saying earlier today, it's like things are stacking up. And sooner or later that pimple's gonna pop.
Deep.
And
it is. Our priorities our priorities and our beliefs and our belief system and the way things are done, it's so wrong. We so went off left field somewhere.
Long time ago.
And I do believe in God, and I do believe that our loving God is kind of maybe getting a little fed up too. I mean, come on.
Yeah. Right?
Really?
How many times can you watch your children argue? Before you step in, everyone's like, let him fight it out. No, I never let him fight it out. No, stop your fighting. Stop being stupid. Give each other a hug. Say you're sorry and start playing nice. That's what we have to do.
Look at North Korea. They want to blow us up.
My God.
Really? They don't play nice.
No.
That's what I mean. There's other people that want to blow us up, and we want to blow up them. I mean, it all starts. The whole dynamics of this world is just so out of control.
Yeah, we have all that, and then we have, the stuff that's happening here in America too, with all this stuff about the teaching about the Islamic world, and bringing that into the schools, and making kids that are going to go on field trips to the mosques wear the Shakira thing.
That's
I almost said Shakira thing, but no, I wouldn't send my kids. They would not go on that. Exactly.
This is
America. Anybody coming over here. Yeah, anybody coming over here needs to respect our rules and regulations that we already got in place. We don't need no new Shira law to tell us.
I pledge allegiance to the flag.
To the flag of America.
Of America.
Yep. Get it.
I do not pledge my allegiance to the mosques.
No. Sorry, and it's not because it's not because it's religion. I don't have nothing against Muslims. I don't have nothing against Jewish. I got nothing against Catholics. No, but do not bring your Shira laws, your ways in another country.
Into my flag.
Over here, yeah, that ain't right. I'm sorry.
This is my country.
How many
flag? My ancestors fought for that flag.
Exactly. No, it's too much. It's stacking up too much. People are getting pissed.
It's wrong. You ain't kidding. I'm pissed. I'll be goddamn if they're going to make me go into a school or my kids and learn to speak their languages, Spanish, Chinese. I don't give a shit what. This is America, people.
Right.
How many mothers and fathers are listening to us right now has had children or somebody die for that red, white, and blue? To defend our country. You want to come in here? By all means, come on over. But don't you dare shove your shit down my throat. This is my country. I will respect your religion. I will respect you. I have friends that are from other countries, and I respect and love them. But they're not going to shove their flags and their languages and their religion down my throat.
Right. Not at all. And, you know, things have gotten really crazy since these refugees have been going spreading around the world, because, trust me, the United States is not the only place that they have been placed. But, you know, there are people that are in Germany that are fearing for their lives, and they're fearing for their women and the children right now, because they're being abused and raped and molested on the streets. You know, and they're testifying that it's the people that are from the Islamic world that's being sent over there from Syria, you know, that are doing it. And that's the other thing. The refugees that are being put out, they're not women and children. They're men. 97% of them are men.
And they have no respect for women. They're not supposed to respect women. They beat on their women there, and it's okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
There was an American man in over there in that country. I read a story. There was a man in that country you just said. There's so many.
Syria?
You just said it. Syria. He was over there, him and some friends or whatever. They were Bible thumpers. Anyway, they were over there doing whatever they were doing, and there was a Syrian man beating on his wife out there in front of a market, literally beating her. Mm-hmm. He jumped in and said, "Oh, hell no." He started beating on the Syrian man. They stoned that boy to death. He's dead.
Oh, my God.
Because he interfered with a husband beating his wife. Right. They killed that religious kid.
Mm-hmm.
They stoned him or whatever they did. They, in the streets.
Mm-hmm.
You do not interfere with a man beating on his woman. Mm. So if they come over here, they don't have no respect for women.
No, we should put them all on that show. What would you do?
Pieces of shit.
Right. They have no respect for themselves either. You know, none. They're just not. I mean, not anyone who beats on anybody has no respect for themselves either. That's just, belittling someone else does not make you a better person.
Culture.
Exactly.
I'm not belittling their culture, and it's been that way since the beginning of time. But I am not Syrian, so you're not going to come over here and beat my ass.
Mm-mm. Or tell me what to wear, or tell me what to teach my children, or and I'm sorry, we have laws over here where we have to pay taxes, and we have to pay all these, Medicaid and Medicare and all these other things, sales tax. Their Shira law doesn't allow them to pay any kind of interest, okay? So they've got it actually worked out with banks here that they don't pay interest. Their loan, if they want to borrow $1 million, they may have to borrow $3 million. So to them, it looks like they're not paying interest back, but to the bank, it looks like they're getting $2 million in interest. It's just the terminology. If we start there, and those little things in our little laws that keep it, everything copacetic, supposedly, even though we know those elite people take advantage, but they got enough money. They don't go get loans. but my point is that Shira law is already here. And it's here for their housing, it's here for their businesses, and they get so many different kind of free stuff over here that we don't get to enjoy as Americans.
No. They get free vehicles too.
Yeah.
It's not right. It's not right. I don't get it. I don't get it. They get free medical. I know this from living when I lived in California. Illegals get free medical. All the best. Oh my God, they got the best medical. But yet, my sons and my father, who fought for this country and bled for this country, literally, they don't get free medical. Yeah, they get VA, but you still got to pay for shit.
Right.
You still have deductibles. You still got this. So come on, really?
Mm-hmm. I know, it's ridiculous, and I think.
What's wrong with this picture?
What? I'm sorry, you're breaking up.
I didn't say it. I didn't say anything.
Oh, someone said. Did you say what's wrong with this picture?
Yeah, I said, what's wrong with this picture?
Okay.
Why are they getting all the free stuff and we're not? Why are we not? Why are our sons and daughters that have fought for this country not getting all the free stuff?
Why we have homeless veterans that fought for this country that aren't getting anything free and don't get any
Nothing.
help? It's like, wait a minute.
What about the ones that are coming back maimed and beat up and tore up?
Right.
We have to have these commercials on TV where we could spend $10, $15, $20 a month to send to this fund so that these guys, these veterans, can get prosthetics and things that they need because
Exactly.
our military and our government won't give it to them. But by God, come over here a Syrian or a Mexican or Chinese. You come on over here illegal. That's all right. Our doors are open. Come on over because I'm going to guarantee you're going to get anything you want.
Right.
And you don't have to acclimate to our ways.
Right. No, in fact, we'll change our ways for you. We'll change our laws for you.
Exactly.
It's like, whoa. Hold up. We can't. And I tell you what, I've got so many different people on my Facebook that have sent me numbers and names of congressmen to call and senators to call and call all these representatives and tell them how you feel. It's like you know what, you can make all the phone calls you want to, but they go into this this pile over here. We don't give a shit pile over here. That's what all those phone calls go to. It's not about making those phone calls. It's about getting out and just talking to everybody, telling everybody and anybody that'll listen. And I don't care if they call you a conspiracy theorist. I don't care if they call you a non-Christian. Hello. We have to start thinking about what's going to happen. What's this going to do if we allow other people to come in and start changing laws, from other countries. Especially that take us back to the Stone Ages, before women could vote and before women here had a voice. We got to start standing up and start doing stuff about it. Whether we do some kind of print campaign, some kind of media campaign, or shows like this, talking about it. We got to start doing something. People need to start talking to everybody. And then when it comes time to, let your voice be heard, just got to flood the media, not the White House.
Social media is the biggest, most powerful tool on the planet right now. You start putting phone numbers of governors, start putting addresses of governors, congressmen, start throwing those on social media. So make it easy so it's one click, because we're lazy people. One click, we could go in and write a letter and send it. Make it easy. Right. Let's flood it. Let's do this. I mean,
but what I'm saying though is you need to start gathering people in your homes. You need to start calling media. Media, not the White House. They don't listen. But the more people that call the media, they start getting reporters' names. Start getting people who are on television, anchor people. Start calling
make a difference.
Yep. I got a cough.
I agree. Make a difference. Put their phone numbers and their TV stations and all that. Put all that on social media. Everybody click on their Facebook page and flood their Facebook page. Do a story about the Syrians coming over here. Mm-hmm. What's the truth? What's the real truth behind the Syrians?
Exactly.
Why are they getting all these special treatments and we're not? Why is my son crippled with no legs and one hand and half a face and not getting any help, and Syrians are coming over here getting houses and cars and jobs?
Exactly.
Fix this.
Exactly. We've got to flood the media. Because, again, Washington's not listening. They don't care. Our phone calls get directed to this, other little place that says, oh, thank you for calling the White House, blah, 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 blah.
Well, it's going to get worse when Hillary's president, so get ready.
I mean, really, seriously. I mean, get ready now. Don't wait till they elect the next person and whoever goes into that office, because it don't matter. They're only there for 48 years.
You kidding? He's saying nothing to Obama.
Oh,
he's
what
the one
Obama?
that's wanting to allow all this Muslim shit in our fucking schools.
Oh, but wait a minute. Obama is not the end-all to be-all. The president does not make those kind of choices. The people that are there all the time, those are the ones making the real choices. And it's not the president. They're going to
be gone too as soon as.
That's why I say don't call the White House.
He's gone.
Don't call those people. They don't listen. But the people who are going to start listening are the media people. Those are the people that are really. They're in the catch-22 position
and
right here.
Don't call Fox.
Because they kind of work for those other big guys, but at the same time, they want attention. They want to be, they want that vanity, right? So they want people.
Local media is better It's easier to infiltrate local media than mass media, large media.
Right.
Large media is already owned, but your local medias, those are the ones you need to attack and infiltrate. And say, look, do something about this. We want to see some stories on our local stations about this.
Mm-hmm. You have to flood the media. That's because, like you said earlier, I heard you say something about how social media is just, taken over, and so many people.
It's one of the most powerful,
We know by rumors and innuendos, whether it's truth or not, on social media, it gets talked about. So
yes, it does.
We have to flood the media. Mm-hmm. That's who we got to attack.
Twitter and I'm telling you, Twitter, Facebook is the way to go. And there's a few others out there, but those are the two most powerful voices on the planet.
Yeah.
And you start, putting things out there for your local medias and demand investigations and to find out what's going on, that you deserve to know the truth, then maybe, by God, somebody's going to listen.
Right. Yeah,
and then it'll trickle, and somebody else will listen. Somebody else will listen.
Right. We're out there. Not everybody's bought into the programming, right? We know there's more of us out there, and the more we flood them and get their attention and get them talking about it, that's when things get happening. That's when things get done. The more things that make it like you have one case that God bless them, but someone died from a drunk driver, right? And then you got Mothers Against MAD, right? Well, those people didn't make the news while they were petitioning their courts. They didn't make the news when they were petitioning the federal courts. They only made the news when the media got a hold of it.
Difference.
And the media got a hold of it, and all of a sudden, boom, it blew up.
That's very
what we
true.
gotta do. People, because we can't do. It's been proven we can't do nothing by our electoral stuff. And I heard a rumor. I don't know how many people know exactly even how our electoral system works. But we have delegates and we have super delegates.
I have an idea. Yeah.
Okay, well,
we have
the delegates and the super delegates that are actually doing the voting. These conventions that
it's not
right
us.
now, these caucuses that are happening right now, and those votes you see coming out of there, they're not even the ones that are going to be doing. It's the super delegates. The super delegates are already being rumored to be going towards Hillary.
And they get paid.
Yes, they get paid off.
I have an aunt that was a delegate. So I know how delegate. That was a delegate, and so I know kind of how it works because my aunt was a delegate. But they get all kinds of quirks, the best hotel rooms, the best food, the best everything.
Clothing.
Is it legal? No, but they still do it. Oh, they got everything. Limos. She loved going to the Iowa one. The Iowa one I remember talking about was the best. Iowa caucus, or something they did over there. I don't know exactly.
Iowa's the biggest one, the biggest cock. I will say that Iowa's the biggest cock, but Iowa is the biggest caucus. Yes.
I don't even know. I don't even know. I just know how she used to say they were treated like princesses and got shopping money and all kinds of cool stuff.
Yep.
Extravagant parties.
But
you vote for Hillary.
That's who the presidential candidates are really campaigning with. They're not the little people where they go to these little town hall meetings. No, they go to the delegate meetings. They go to the delegate super meetings. They go to the dinners and the wine and dine events because they are
they're $600 a plate,
pulling in all those delegates.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, that's how it works.
Yeah, exactly. That's how it works. But I don't know. It's ridiculous, and I want to know why all these sheep will even vote. Why? Okay, vote for your local government. Hell yeah, I do. I totally believe in voting for our local government issues, our propositions and things like that. Absolutely. But when it comes to these huge, government type voting issues, why waste your time, people, especially for the president? Why are you waiting? You're sheeple. Your vote doesn't matter. I used to work the voting booths in California. I did that for years. And I loved it. It was fun, and I got to meet a lot of people, and it actually pays pretty good. So I did it. And California, they already had the president before we even took our boxes in to the main depot to count the votes. Right. They already had called the president. I'm like, what are these people just voted? What for?
I know, exactly.
They voted? What? These people just all wasted their time. Why vote?
Right. Yeah, well, I mean, because they're made to think that they have a say.
Wake up.
Yeah, we're trained to think that. Yeah, we're trained to think that we have a say.
Especially California and Hawaii. Their votes are absolutely useless. And I don't care who you are. Write me a note. Email me. I worked it. I know. Your votes are useless. They already had the president called before we even got him to the depot.
Isn't that crazy? Nobody sees that. Nobody knows that. I mean, you can tell the public anything. Anything you want, you can tell them, and they don't go check it out. They take your word for it.
And they're still going to go vote like dumbasses. Go ahead. Because you're a dumbass for voting. That's the way I look at it. Sorry. Email me.
Well, you know,
This is my show. I can talk and say whatever I want.
right. Well, you know, you're not alone though. A lot of people feel that way, that their vote means absolutely nothing. You know, because even when we were doing the Bush Gore was the biggest in your face. Let's just take this and
Oh yeah.
say whatever we want. Bush
Yeah.
won, and everyone's like, "What? What do you mean Bush
What?
won?
How that happened?
What? I didn't
No,
vote for Bush."
and nobody voted for Bush. Everybody you talked to were like, "Oh, we didn't vote. I didn't vote. And everybody's like, "Well, then how did you?" Hello, sheeple.
And then they tried to blame Florida.
Wake up.
Saying that the Florida ballots weren't counted correctly.
Oh, and there was a bunch of dead people that voted.
Oh yeah. What?
Oh,
What? What are we believing? Really?
Chris is probably sitting back in her chair right now, laughing her ass off. I've got us on mute. One of the two.
I know. It's like, are you going to say anything, Chris? You want to say anything, Chris? Come on.
She's saying it. She's typing it.
Right. She's like, I ain't
cack you up. You cack me up. She cacks me up.
Oh, cack. Anyway. You always cack me up. Hey.
Yeah.
New term.
But, I don't know. I think 2016 is a bad year for an election year, and I think that if we went to a numerologist, he would even say that 16 is a bad number, bad year for election. Well, so that tell you guys anything? Yeah.
Well, actually, the 16 this year is actually a call to action. It really is. That's what it means, the numerology terms. And I take that to mean a call to action for people to, quit bitching about stuff and start doing something, Start doing something.
Difference.
Mm-hmm. You can make a difference.
Yeah, there needs to be some differences made, and I need to start maybe doing my part and putting some stuff out there on social media to contact your local medias and stuff, because we need a voice.
Yeah.
And we're not going to get a voice until we demand it and ask for it.
Yeah, and we're not going to get it by
asking
the government for it. They're not going to give you a voice. We have an amendment
and we're not going to get
Constitution called Article 5, and it gives any one of us citizens of the United States the right to call a convention. It's called a convention when you want to call in other citizens of the United States in your state, and you want to, ask everybody, policy, and talk to them about ideas, and to try and get things, changed up. If you're not happy, you actually have the right as a citizen to ask for this convention to take place. Now, there's other, corporations and stuff that actually take advantage of the fact that they can, ask for these things, even though they don't get a convention either. But anyway, nobody in the 400 applications that have been submitted for this convention, and these conventions are put out there by simple people that are wanting disclosure, simple people that are wanting to understand more about government policies, and how can we fix things, and they've all been denied. All denied.
I wonder why.
No, we can't talk about that. No, that's real stuff.
We're so controlled, and sheeple don't even know how controlled we are.
No, they don't even know what the Constitution is. We're so controlled, we don't even know what our rights are.
No. What is the First Amendment? And I bet you if there was 20 people in this room, 3 might know it. And I know it. I'm sure Solana knows it. But how many people actually know the First Amendment?
Right. Mm-hmm. Or the
it's sad. Nobody knows.
How many are there? I'll tell you what, I've been talking about it, and I'll continue to talk about it because, again, I don't think I'm here for lessons. I think I'm here to cause a little noise. And so we're going to, start really just pushing that idea and say, hey, let's just make a little noise now, forget the conditioning. I don't care what they tell me I have to do. I'm going to do what I want to do. It's like your insurance company. They can recommend that you have certain things done, but they can't force you. It can be recommended that, we do all kinds of things, but nobody can force us. We have to be the ones. Until they come and, force everybody together and gaggle us together in one little bin and say, you're going to do it. Which, hello, so many people think that's fixing to happen.
I know, right?
But anyway, I just, all I can do is say make some noise. Just make some noise.
Well,
Stop thinking you can't. You got to make noise.
That's the only way you're going to get heard. We could sit here and we got 5 people probably going to listen to this broadcast, and they're not going to make a difference. But if we can get, 55 billion people to listen to this broadcast, maybe we'll make a difference.
Right? Pass it along. People need to pass it along, and so they don't feel so alone. I think the reason most people don't do anything is because they don't think they have a voice. They don't think that, what can I do? I'm just me.
Absolutely.
Well, if we all stop thinking that and just start making a little noise wherever we are, and no, don't be afraid, because a lot of people are afraid to make noise. But don't be afraid. Just go make some noise. Whether it's just posting up some stuff occasionally, or getting your media on with your local media people and just blitzing the crap out of their pages and phones, and publishing who they are, and that they said this and they said that, and giving them some attention. Blow it up. Blow it up. Just do stuff. Just do something. Don't just sit back and take it. Don't just sit back and go, oh, don't you just hate that how they're making us teach our children how to write in Arabic, and how they're teaching our children about the mosques and the other countries and stuff, and that's what we need to adopt Don't just sit back and say, I'm a little mad.
Don't make me mad right now, because that's just going to get me all fired up again. That makes me mad.
I know. I'm just saying, don't sit back. Make some noise.
Okay, I'm going to read the amendments really quickly. First Amendment is Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment or religion, or prohibiting the free exercise thereof, or abridging the freedom of speech or of the press, or the right of the people peacefully to assemble and to petition the government for a redress of grievances. A redress of grievances.
We got some grievances.
All those have already been. Those have all been thrown out the window. Second Amendment is a well-regulated militia being necessary to the security of the free state, the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. That's right, by God. You will pull my guns out of my cold dead hands. Because Solana, people that know me knows we love our guns.
Yeah. Can you take your scarf off your mic? I think your scarf is up over your mic and it's like scrabbling you.
Maybe.
It's like interfering. I don't know. That sounded a little gargled, and it's probably just that, it's the way the internet goes. Because that's what we pay for.
The Third Amendment, no soldier shall in time of peace be quartered in any house without the consent of the owner, nor in time of war, but in a manner to be prescribed by law. Isn't that odd?
In other words, what?
No soldier shall, in time of peace, be quartered in any house without the consent of the owner. I'm a soldier, I can take whatever I want. No, he can't.
Wow. He just fights for the country. He doesn't get them right.
Yeah. No. Fourth Amendment, the right of the people to be secure in their persons, houses, papers, and effects against unreasonable searches and seizures shall not be violated, and no warrant shall issue, but upon probable cause supported by oath or affirmation, and particularly describing the place to be searched and the persons or things to be seized. Well, I think we break that one a lot too.
What?
Yeah. I know people. I've known personally people's homes that have been ransacked and gone through without proper paperwork.
Right.
So
without probable cause. According to Homeland Security's today, they can do it for any time they want to.
Yeah, cars. I've seen cars gone through too without warrants. So yeah. Fifth Amendment: no person shall be held to answer for a capital or otherwise infamous crime unless on a presentment or indictment of a grand jury, except in cases arising in the land or naval forces or in the militia, when in actual service in time of war or public danger. Nor shall any person be subject for the same offense to be twice put in jeopardy in life or limb, nor shall be compelled in any criminal case to be witnessed against himself, nor be deprived of life, liberty, or property without due process of law, nor shall private property be taken for public use without just consumption. Concession. And you know what? Let me tell you something about that one. They were taking people's property back in the 30s and in the 20s, because I know I have a grandfather in Alabama. His property was just taken, and it's one of the amendments. But they wanted it, I think it was for the railroad or a highway or something, and he wouldn't give it up, so they forced him off his land.
Mm-hmm. They're doing that. They do that today. They're doing that in Corpus Christi, just outside of Corpus Christi. They're moving 10,000 people in a community of low-income housing to put a highway through there. Expand the highway.
You know, and just uproot them from their homes. Here, see you later. Bye-bye. Mm-hmm. And they don't have to give you money. A lot of times they did. My uncle didn't get it. He lost everything.
No.
All right. So in all criminal prosecution, Sixth Amendment, in all criminal prosecution, the accused shall enjoy the right to a speedy and public trial by an impartial jury of the state and the district where the crime shall have been where the crime shall be committed, which district shall have been previously ascertained by law, and to be informed of the nature and cause of the accusation, to be confronted with the witness against him, to have compulsory process for obtaining witnesses in his favor, and to have the assistance of counsel for his defense. Now, I know we try to follow this one. I know that we do. People get fair trials and stuff. Are they fair?
No, and they're not speedy either. You can be up to 2 years in just a regular jail before you even get. It's just ridiculous. It says justice is justice.
Go ahead. It is, and it says the accused shall. This is the key word. Shall enjoy the right to a speedy and public trial.
No, only celebrities get.
Oh yeah, but if you have tons of money, then yeah, we'll be as speedy as you want us to be, honey.
I'm looking at
OJ. Really famous, I will slow it down for you. Yeah, OJ. But see, OJ was getting a lot of. There was a lot of great publicity and a lot of money to be made with that trial, so they kind of slowed it down. Seventh Amendment: in suits at common law, where the value in controversy shall exceed $20, the right of trial by jury shall be preserved, and no fact tried by jury shall be otherwise re-examined in any court in the United States than according to the rules of common law. Okay, yeah, whatever. In suits at common law, where the value in controversy shall exceed $20, the right of a trial by jury shall be preserved.
These were written back in 1774. Let me just point that out. $20 was a lot of money back then.
It was a lot of money, but let me tell you something. Amendment 7 is gone. Nobody uses that. So that was out the door. 8th Amendment: excessive bail shall not be required, nor excessive fines imposed, nor cruel or unusual punishments inflicted. Now, I think that, in a way, we don't do that. But if you go into prison, you're on your own, honey. Because there's a lot of inflicted cruel punishments.
No, and there is definitely not that. There was that case about the affluent child or teen or whatever, and his mom supported him and his stupid stuff that he did, and they actually accused her and charged her as an accessory and aiding and abetting.
Yeah.
And they wanted to make her bail like $10 million, and they said that was excessive. They couldn't do it.
That's excessive. Excessive bail shall not be required, nor excessive fines imposed. And sometimes fines are a little ridiculous.
They are.
They are. It's like, really, if you in California, if you park at the beach where you're not supposed to park, it's like $250. I think that's a little much for parking somewhere. Come on, really? That's excessive.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody gets parking tickets because they can't afford to pay them. Hello?
No, don't even get us started about tollways and other ways our states rip us off.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Tollways, driving.
2 more. Okay, we got. Yeah, it's a ripoff. 2 more. We have number 9. And the 9th Amendment is the enumeration in the Constitution of certain rights shall be construed to deny or disparage, D-I-S-P-A-R-A-G-E, D-I-S-P-A-R-A-G-E, disparage others retained by the people.
Mm-hmm.
That one makes no sense, so we don't use that one anymore.
Right.
10th. 10th Amendment.
We're going over the
powers not delegated.
Next.
The last one. Well, we have more, but this is the top 10. The powers, 10th Amendment, the powers not delegated to the United States by the Constitution nor prohibited by it to the states are reserved in the United States respectively or to the people. You cannot bribe your government or presidential figures, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, they threw that one out there.
I love our amendments. I love them.
Well, and we do need to go over the Constitution, too, because people have no idea. They have no idea. And, while some of the language... Yeah, some of the language is definitely terminology from the 1700s, and ideas even. There are laws on the books in some states that not applied today. But the thing about it is that it's just trying to keep everybody in line. It's just trying to keep everybody on the same page. It's trying to say that you are no greater than I, and we're all going to follow this way. Okay, you can be religious if you want to and go private school yourself over here and teach your kids whatever you want in that private school. I said, but don't come and mess with the public. This is how the public in general is going to operate. That's what we need to get to. But do something.
Mm-hmm.
Take those amendments, take those the Constitution, take them and read them. Figure out what's really the laws here and what are your rights, and what kind of crap are you supposed to take and what can you get around.
Mm-hmm.
Do something though.
Exactly.
Don't just sit here and bitch. Mm-hmm. I do something. I throw all kinds of shit up on the media. I do shows. I do what I can locally. Do something.
We have a right to assemble. We do. We have a right, as one of our amendments, for Solana and I to sit here and say whatever the hell we want, freedom of speech. We have a right. It's in our amendments. But I'm going to tell you something. They feel they have the right to come over here right now and shut me down. And they would if they felt I was a threat.
Right. Yeah. I'm sorry. But that's just it. Their laws. Those laws are for us, for the little people. Like taxes are for the little people. Those laws are for us. Those that are above the law, that are above the $1 billion mark, they don't take those laws for themselves. They feel like they can do whatever they want, and they don't care. They don't care about us. They really don't care. They do whatever they want, and that's just it. So we got to do what we want. We got to make a noise. The thing keeps going through my head. Make a noise. We got to make noise. Make some noise. Mm-hmm. Make some noise. So anyway, let's get out of here. I'm done talking. Are you done talking? Yeah, I think.
Done. That was eye-opening.
Yeah, give people something to think about. And don't think that you're alone. You're so not alone. We're all right here with you. We are right here, right now. So let's do something. Do something. Something good. All right. Say goodbye. We'll see y'all next time. Thursday. Okay, Thursday. Miss Chris Hunter is going to be coming on with the mini faces of Chris. And she's going to be talking about all kinds of things from makeup to candles. And so we definitely Thursday, tomorrow, yeah. At what time did we decide? Was that 4 o'clock my time, 2 o'clock your time? So yeah, she wants Christina here to be her first guest and to go over some makeup. So yeah, we'll do that.
Paranormal Psychic? Is it the Paranormal Psychic Network?
Yeah, it's gonna be it's gonna be here. We're gonna do it here. Yeah, I'll send you the link.
Okay.
And then we'll be back on Sunday for Common Chat with Brian. So y'all have a good week. Yeah. Mm-hmm. We'll see y'all next
early risers, you.
I know. Hey, just come and bring your coffee. Wake up with us. Literally and figuratively. Come wake up with us.
Exactly.
All right. We'll talk to y'all later.
Bye, guys.